call him, find out where he wants the stuff dropping off and when.
OK, I'll get it sorted. Please lighten up a bit.
Not until it's off my property.
I told you, it's all in hand. Please, can we forget about it now?
So long as you learnt your lesson.
Why are you still going on about it? We'll still be making a good profit, you know, even with the lousy transport deal you negotiated.
I am not in business to handle stolen goods.
Probably why you've been giving me the silent treatment all morning. You're going off me.
We've got a good thing going. Don't ruin it.
I was trying to help. I wanted to surprise you by making a few lousy quid.
Yeah, and the factory makes enough for both of us.
I told you I don't want to be a kept woman.
Well, then find something that is legal and preferably doesn't use my cash. Have you got that?
Loud and clear.
Good. Now make that phone call and make sure that is the last I hear of it.
Was wondering if you could talk to him. I mean, I did my best yesterday. I was walking on eggshells. I didn't want to start another row.
And you didn't. Congratulations.
No, but there was a lot of things that were left unsaid, things he ought to hear.
Look, Hazel's my friend as well. She's going through enough hurt without all this.
Then we have to change his mind.
Yeah, but I'm walking on eggshells as well.
Then we have to try.
Look, Ashley's beliefs, his principles, make him who he is. And I knew that when I married him. I don't think I can ask him to put that aside.
But there's another side to all this. He needs to show compassion to them.
I hope I am. But I still can't condone what they did.
Ashley, Hazel wants to lay her son to rest.
I can't pick and choose my commandments. Thou shalt not kill means exactly what it says.
She wants him buried in the village so that he can visit the grave every day. Is that asking too much?
He'll be buried there. But it'd be hypocritical of me to take the service, so another vicar will be doing it. I need to speak to Bishop George about the arrangements.
So you know the coroner inquiry opens today?
Best not to think about it, I suppose.
Well, it's hard not to. I mean, he just wanted this all to be over, and they can't seem to leave him alone. You know, I never thought I'd say this, but I can't wait for the funeral to be over. I mean, I know it's going to be hard for you, I really do, but at least then it'll be an end to it all. Have you spoke to Ashley yet?
I went over there yesterday.
Has he said something to upset you? Well, look, if it's about the service, we're doing exactly what Jackson wanted. We are not changing a thing.
He's refusing to take the ceremony.
You are? Can he do that?
His mind's made up.
Well, I'll find a way of talking him round.
I doubt it. He thinks what we did was wrong. He says he can't condone it. We can go to another church or another vicar if we want.
No. No way. I promised Jackson that I was going to see this through. I also promised him that I was going to look after you, and I am not going to let him ruin that.
Shall I take the Newcastle run?
I thought you'd want to do Jay as your first back, since he got such a good deal yesterday.
Yeah, we gave him way too easily. He's obviously desperate to get that load shifted.
We're not due to make another delivery for the Sharmas this week.
Really nothing to worry about.
I'm sorry, Mr. James, but I beg to differ. I'm very meticulous in how I keep the books.
We really appreciate all your hard work, Edna.
I keep a record of every collection and delivery this company makes. Times, loads, every detail.
You're a treasure, Edna. But this one, well, it's more of a favour for Jay, so there's no need to put it through the books.
Well, that is most irregular.
If you're handing out favours, maybe you got a load for me?
Afraid not.
Well, it sounds like you've got a lot of work on.
Nothing that me and our Jimmy can't handle. Best be getting on the road.
Well, hold on. So when are you going to need me again?
Edna will give you a call if we do.
I was wondering if you were going to turn up this morning.
I know, sorry I'm late.
Everything okay?
Yeah, fine.
An old college mate of mine called last night. Her and her boyfriend have just come back from a weekend in Malaga. Sounded amazing. I was thinking we could do something like that.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe we should go out tomorrow after work, talk about it. I'll just check if there's any last-minute deals online.
Am I the only one planning on doing any work today?
And just come in.
I'm just making some toast if you want some.
Yeah, go on then. Did have time for breakfast. Won't be a minute, babe.
All right.
Things aren't fine, are they?
I'm just worried about Aaron.
I can see that. It's not that Mia doesn't care, you know, it's just... Well, at her age, it can be harder to spot the signs.
It's nice to have someone that understands.
When you've been around a bit longer, you can see when someone's hurting. Maybe because you've been hurt yourself. I'm always here if you want to talk.
Thanks. You've been great. Look, you know what? I'm hungry after all. Thanks anyway.
Ten makes five, five makes 10.
Lovely. What's Marlon got on today?
Lasagna.
Wonderful. We'll have 3 of them, please.
Didn't realise we were stopping for lunch.
Our treat.
Hope this isn't just to butter me up.
No, just the opposite.
You misunderstood me earlier. I didn't mean to criticise.
Me and your dad have been talking, and however we feel, we know that you're always going to stick to your principles.
You were always stubborn, even as a young child. I'm principled. I'm talking principled.
I think I know what you meant, Dad, but thanks for at least trying to see it from my point of view.
Burying the body in the village, as long as another vicar does the ceremony, we think's a really good compromise. We just want to draw a line under it.
Right.
Yeah.
Cheers.
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 Hey, love. You okay?
Yeah, pint.
Good to see you.
Hiya. Shouldn't you be at work?
Been out at it all morning, just taking 5. Guess your life is one long break now you're a cat woman.
Big improvement on living with you. Do you want a cup of tea? Yeah, that's what I came for, and a little chat. I thought he'd be out.
Well, can't go now. Got to hear all your news. Expect you're here to whine about Jay.
Why would I do that?
Well, you tell us. Was having a right go at you in the pub last night, wasn't he, eh?
Ignore him. I've been trying to do that for years. Hey, what are you doing back?
Carl's got nothing for me and really enjoyed spelling it out.
How many times? Why do you want to work for those losers?
Because we need the money.
Well, if you're short, I can help out.
The bottom line is they could put work my way if they wanted to. They're just not cutting me in.
What do you mean?
I heard him talking. He's got some deal going on with Jay.
I wonder what all that could be about. But our charity could enlighten us, eh?
Don't know anything about it.
You and Jay not talk?
We've got better things to do than discuss who's delivering the next load of toffees.
Oh, well, if that's all it is, you can persuade him to use Cameron, can't you?
Yeah, sure, I'll chat to him later. I can't promise anything, though.
Well, what's the problem? I'm sure if Jay really cared, he'd be able to do you a little favour, wouldn't he?
Babe, I've got to go.
Well, I've just made you a drink.
I know, darling. I'm sorry. There's just something I've remembered I've got to do. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Something tells me we're not getting the whole story.
Oh, can I get you a refill?
Oh, another time, maybe. I've got to pick Angelica up from the nursery.
Maybe you could bring her round to see us sometime.
Yeah, it's awkward.
She is his daughter, Rodney.
I've got to go.
What can I get you?
Just a couple of halves, thanks, Chas.
Coming up. You, a word now.
I thought you understood that this little deal with Jay needed discretion.
I might have known you had something to do with it.
It's not funny. And you should not have been blabbing in front of Cameron.
That was an accident.
Well, it better not happen again. Because I don't want any more foul-ups on this, do you hear me?
Done some lunch? Look, Aaron, what's happened? Has Hazel said something?
Just leave it.
Aaron, talk to me.
What's Jackson ever done to hurt you?
Nothing. I think of him as a victim in all of this.
So why won't you bury him?
Excuse me. We're here to enjoy a quiet meal.
What's going on?
He's saying he won't do Jackson's funeral.
But Ashley said another vicar will do the ceremony.
Well, like Jackson wasn't good enough for you. You think you're God now, do you?
Look, I understand how you're feeling, but this really isn't helping.
No, I'm not letting him get away with it. You sit there in your stupid church. You don't know anything about real life.
Perhaps if you had spent a little more time in church, young man, you might have learnt the difference between right and wrong.
No, OK, he is no angel. But what he did was to help Jackson.
You don't help anyone by killing them. Not in the eyes of God.
You see, there you go again, talking about how God feels. Maybe if you open your eyes, you could see why we did what we did and see the pain that Jackson was going through every single day.
I reckon we can fit all that into one van. Load it up after lunch, deliver it by tea, then it's out of your hair for good.
Why don't you load it all up now?
No, thanks. This is just a recce. I don't want stolen goods in my vehicle overnight.
Yeah, well, so long as it's gone by tomorrow.
It's just a small matter of our fee.
When the job's done.
Half up front. You're asking us to take a big risk.
Right, it's 300 there. I'll get you the rest when I go to the bank later.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Sorry. You know what I'm like. Just let me mouth run away with me.
You were sticking up for Jackson. I'm proud of you.
I thought it'd upset you.
It just all got to me. Everyone arguing over the body, and we haven't even had a chance to grieve for him yet.
Well, if Ashley has his way, then we never will.
Sometimes it just all seems too much. I feel as if I'm not going to get through it.
Well, look, I'm here for you. We'll get through this together. Find another vicar or another church.
It's not just the funeral.
Well, then what's worrying you? I mean, we did what Jackson wanted.
And I'd do it again. It's just, I don't want to go to jail. Does that make me sound like a coward?
No, of course it doesn't. But that's not going to happen. The solicitor said they might not even prosecute.
And Jackson thought he'd done everything to protect us. What if they're both wrong? I mean, what if...
Stop it. Shh. Look, it's going to be all right.
Do you think I should go and see if Hazel's all right?
No offence, but I should think that you're the last person she'd want to see.
Thank you, that was lovely.
Yeah.
I'll give your compliments to the chef. Is there anything else I can get you?
Well, jam and sponge would be nice.
Yes, we'll have 3 of them, please. I'll tell Marlon. Now, I know you think my Aaron was out of order, and you probably shouldn't have mouthed off like he did, but there are a lot of people who feel the same.
Yes, I am aware of that.
Then why are you doing this? And don't try hiding behind bringing another vicar in. Jackson was one of us. He is entitled to be buried in our church by our vicar.
I can't ignore what they did.
No, they did what he asked them. He wanted to die.
But lots of people say that. And sometimes they change their minds. Jackson is never going to get that chance. Why can't you see that?
Because Aaron did what he thought was right, and I am very proud of him. And I'm not the only one.
Forget the pudding. I'm not hungry anymore.
Thanks, Jazz. You needed telling. Are you not bailing out at all?
Well, it would be a shame to waste the jam sponge.
Better wipe that before Brenda sees it.
Oh, do you mind if I join you?
Be our guest.
Got to take any chance I can at seeing her these days. Oh, how's she doing?
Certainly enjoying the ice cream.
She's lovely. She's certainly grown up a lot.
Well, it hasn't been that long.
Let me show you something. Carl found this amongst his photos at home. She must only have been a few weeks old. I've been carrying it around with me everywhere ever since. For a while, I didn't know who I was or where I came from, so family means a lot to me.
I know that. You hurt her a lot, Jimmy.
And if there was anything I could do to make it up to her, I would. But she's determined that it's over.
Well, that's her decision. As I said, all you can do is hope. Give it time.
I understand how you feel. You're a dad. She's your princess. You've got to stick by her.
And that's how it's got to be.
But what about my princess? Do you not think I feel the same? Do you think it's fair that I can't see her? I don't want her to grow up not knowing who her father is, or not being able to be there to help her when she needs me. Isn't that how you felt when Nicola came back into your life? Just a couple of hours, sometimes, if that's not asking too much.
Nicola might think it is.
Rodney, I'm not asking Nicola.
You're asking me to go behind her back.
What Nicola doesn't know won't hurt her. This way, everybody can be happy.
Been it in the plastic?
Shopping always cheers me up.
Ooh, let's have a look.
Oi, that's private.
Wow, these are really something.
It's nothing special.
Are you kidding? I reckon Declan's in for a big surprise.
I think Declan's way beyond surprises.
Wish I could afford this.
Well, it doesn't seem much point. Now you're divorcing Jimmy.
Oh, that's exactly the point. I'm getting a divorce, not becoming a nun. Time you started to realise what he'll be missing.
Got a replacement lined up already, have you?
Well, not yet, but if I could afford stuff like this, I could have plenty to choose from.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I've got plans for these.
Oh.
Looking for another job?
Not a lot about.
Well, I might be able to put something your way.
Mechanics or car washing?
Neither. Not talking about the garage. This is freelance work.
Oh, right. Dodgy.
Slightly warm, but I didn't think that would bother you.
Sorry, promised Debbie I'll keep the nose clean.
You also promised Debbie you'd provide for the baby.
Okay, I'm listening.
Well, you're a smart guy. Surprised you didn't pick up on it yourself.
What do you mean?
Well, as you told me about Jay and Carl cooking some at home, kind of made me curious.
What's going on?
Nothing.
Just having a chat.
Well, if it's the horses, we ain't got the money for bets.
I'll bear that in mind.
And if it's one of your scams, keep him out of it.
What are you going on about? I'm a reformed character, me.
Really? Since when?
Since you got in the family way again, which reminds me, you should put your feet up in your condition. Go on.
You heard what she said?
Daddy's got to be getting back to work now.
I told the nursery she was feeling a bit under the weather. She says she's perked up a bit now.
Maybe we could do it again tomorrow.
Jimmy, I'm not making any promises.
I shouldn't ask, but... Well, we've had so much fun, haven't we? It's been so great to spend some time with her.
Yeah, let's just hope she doesn't say anything to her mother. Otherwise, we're both in trouble.
It shouldn't be like this.
It's Nicola.
Oh.
Beep, beep, beep. Come on, here we go. Beep, 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 beep.
Dad?
Hi, Princess.
What's going on?
What do you mean?
Well, she should have been back in nursery 20 minutes ago.
What? Oh, we were having such fun. I lost track of the time.
Oh, you're hopeless. You know I don't like a routine upset.
Yeah, I'll take her straight round there now.
Tell him you're sorry for making her late. Jimmy hasn't been bothering her, has he?
What? Ah. First I've seen of him all day.
Good. Keep it that way. Sorry, Grandad's so silly. Mummy will be home later tonight to look after you. Bye.
Bye, Mummy.
Bye.
You're going to be happy waiting for Carl to throw you a few crumbs. The odd run to Skipdale is not going to give you much money for the baby, is it? Eh? I'm talking about a stack of top-of-the-range TVs. Make us a right packet.
Yeah, but it's not about the money for you, though, is it? It's just another way of putting one over on Jay.
Right, I'll admit. That's a bonus. But it'll settle the score for you and all, won't it?
I haven't got anything against Jay.
You'll be pulling the job right from under Carl's nose. You telling me you're not going to enjoy that? What happened to the revenge you were planning? You still waiting for the right moment, or have you lost your ball?
I'm not scared of him.
So here's a chance to get one back on him.
I can't. I told you, I promised Debbie that I wouldn't get involved in anything dodgy. Her and the baby really matter to me, you know, and it's just not the right time to be taking any risks.
There are no risks. There's no alarm, no security. We'll be in and out in half an hour. I've already found a buyer. The truck will be back before they'll even notice it's gone, and you'll have a nice stack of cash to give the baby a good start in life. You would be a fool to pass a chance like this by.
Debbie must never hear about this.
We're off to the animal kingdom next this evening. Then Paul and the team head to North Yorkshire for Countrywise at 8. And a new series follows the very moving stories of the babies being cared for on the neonatal unit at Liverpool Women's Hospital. That's Baby Hospital at 9.